Michael, it's defeat this afternoon. How do you assess that one?
Disappointing. Shot ourselves in the foot. Had a bad 10 minutes. Had a bad opening 30 seconds really. So yeah, the hard bit is like I said, we were very good the latter stages of the first half into the second half, but like I said, we can't keep giving teams opportunities to take 2 goals leads in the first 10 minutes of games.
You mentioned 2 games in a row now you conceded early. I think many supporters had early flashbacks of Warwick away again.
Yeah, it kind of crossed our mind as well, you know. Seems like we can't really do well on the AstroTurf, so but look, it's disappointing and it's something we need to address and quickly, and we've tried to open it up to the floor for the boys and like, what's best for you, what do you think will help get you pumped, ready going for a game, and it's not working. So look, we'll go back to basics, we'll try and do it the way we need to do it, and something's got to change.
What can you put your finger onto the slow start? You said you opened it up to the floor. What were people saying?
I think for us, like I said, it's for we're trying to let them listen to their music and making sure that they're calm before the storm kind of thing. But maybe look, it's gone the other way, a bit too calm, a bit too off the pedal. So for us, like I said, it might be a stage now where we ban the music before the game, that last minute, get them important messages in across, and like I said, just keep them focused. So like I said, we've got to look at something, we've got to change something, because we can't keep doing it week in, week out.
Let's talk about the 2 penalties, come on to yours in a second, but that early one for Sutton, what was your view on that, and Charlie Green?
It's a difficult one, like both are just running and looking at the ball from when it's bounced up. I don't think there's any intent from Charlie, I think they just come together, but look, ref's given it and it's a soft one. There was opportunities, like I said, when you come to our penalty. I think if you're given a penalty in the first minute for that, you've got to give that penalty as well, and it's disappointing for sure.
Have you managed to speak to the referee about your penalty decision?
No, not at all. Refused to speak to us. Refused to speak to us all game, and like I said, it's a real bias from him. I think when you're having a laugh and a joke with the home team in the middle of the pitch, middle of the game, I think it just doesn't send the right signal. But look, it is what it is, and it's not the first time that's happened this season, and I don't think it's a thing. I just think it's how referees are probably appointed at this level, when you're picking local referees where they know local players and it's all mates and jokey. Fortunately, when you're coming away as away sides, you're going to get decisions that go against you, unfortunately.
Let's get back to batters on the pitch. You stuck with the same formation as Tuesday night. How do you feel that went?
Large periods, it worked well. Like I said, I don't think the formation was the reason we conceded 2 goals early. I think it was just the personnel and certain players not doing what they should do, and that's the difference, isn't it? When you set a team up and once they cross that white line, if they're not delivering on the pitch, we need to then make decisions about, do we put them back on the pitch? And we had some home truths a couple of weeks ago after the Corby game, and we said that's how it would go from now on, and there'll be no excuses from players when they are taken out. So look, we have to pick a team now that we believe boys will go in, do the jobs that they've been given to go and win football games.
There was only 3 on the bench today. Fans have obviously raised concern about your squad size. Is that something you share concern about, the amount of bodies you got in there?
Yeah, it is always going to be concerns when you're losing players, and there's reasons why players have left the building in the last couple of days, but they'll obviously be kept internal. But for us, like I said, we've got 2 over the line. It was just a bit too early to get done for today, so I'm sure that will be coming out in the next couple of days. So look, fresh faces will be good for us at the moment. I think we just need a bit of a liven up. Dave's come in, a fresh face, and I think he's been magnificent out there on that right wing back role. So look, we've always said it's got to be the right person, it's got to be the right player that we feel can improve us. There's no point getting people in that we don't think that, and yeah, like I said, we've got some over the line, so we'll welcome him into the squad.
Just finally, and then Coventry Sphinx at home on Tuesday night, point below you in the table. What are your early thoughts on that one, and how big of a game is that?
Yeah, every game's big. We're running out of games to where we want to be as a group, and I think they'll be very similar to today. I think they'll have a set way of playing. They'll be strong, they'll be physical, and we're going to have to stand up to that. And if we don't, we'll end up in a situation where we're a couple of goals down again, and that's where we don't want to be. So for us, we've got to make sure that we can put a team together that will fight, will work hard, and like I said, that quality shine through towards the end of the game.
Well, Ben, defeat this afternoon, how do you assess today?
Very slow start, especially giving away a pen literally the first kick of the game. And went down 2 from 2 poor goals, very similar to each other, and then after that we actually turned it around especially the second half, dominated quite a lot, to be fair. The end of the first half was strong as well, so it wasn't a bad turnaround, but the start's where we lacked today.
The gaffer just spoke about the poor start. What can you put that down to in the boys?
I couldn't put my finger on it, to be honest. I think it's just maybe not quite being ready to go as we come out, but I don't know what that is that makes the lads not ready to when the whistle goes, but it's just something we need to sort out come Tuesday and following on from then. So
we'll talk about your penalty claim in a second, but what was your view of the first penalty? You think it was harsh on Charlie Green?
Yeah, it's a bit soft. I spoke to him about it. He said he didn't realise the guy was as quick as and lively as he was, and he sort of relaxed and took his time when he didn't actually have it. So it's just one of those ones where you just have a slight lapse of concentration and then just come together with a player. So.
And then it was a fantastic penalty save. You're getting into a habit of just saving penalties, aren't you?
Especially against these as well. I did them last year.
Talk us through it.
It was. I just thought I'm going that right hand side out of him, head to go right hand side, and he scuffed the penalty. To be honest, he even said it was a bad pen, and saved it with my knee, kept it on the nets.
I know you're at the opposite end of the pitch, but did you get the view of the Diamonds penalty claim?
Not the best view, but I could hear it from my goal mouth. The connection of boots hitting Tariq definitely looked like a pen from where the ball ended up going as well.
What was it about the second half? You obviously come into the break with a goal back, but obviously you couldn't break down Sutton in the second half.
Yeah, they took the sting out of the game a lot, wasted a lot of time. Played a professional performance, to be honest. It's just didn't have the quite cutting edge at the end just to get a good delivery in or a clean shot off to get a shot on goal, really.
It's 9 league defeats without a win. Just talk to me about the mood of the camp in the dressing room. How are the boys?
It's quite mixed. Obviously everyone doesn't like losing every week, and no, we're not picking up enough points going forward. We're going into before Christmas, we're looking at being around playoffs, and now it's obviously not looking as great, but obviously we can turn it around come Tuesday, and it's a big week next week with Sphinx and Corn on the weekend, so hopefully we can get some good results at home and then get the season going on again from there. Just
your early thoughts against Coventry Sphinx, and one of the teams that are in and around you. How big of a game is that?
That's massive because we've got them a couple of weeks later, so it's near enough 6 points. If we can beat them on the 2 occasions we've got them, that could quite possibly turn the season around for us going to try and get it where we want to be at the ladder.
Well, Ben, thanks for your time.
No, thank you.